What's up, YouTube? Well, we're back.
Hello.
Special segment for everybody. A little change from the typical. We are going to be talking about both of our eye conditions and what add-ons may come up with it. So this one might be a little bit of a shorter video. So everybody, enjoy.
Hey. So do you want to start?
Well, I have an eye condition called Norries. It's genetic. It pretty much alters the shape of the eye pigmentation, but it also comes with interesting side effects. For some people, it's more prevalent, like a 80 to 90% chance that a male will have Norries and will be blind, whereas if it's a girl, they have a higher probability of being sighted. Being the case with me and my brother, we're both blind. I lost my sight around the age of 6, and my brother was born blind. I gradually lost my sight, first from my right eye, then from my left, and like I said earlier, my brother lost his sight at a much, well, he was born blind. Let's go with that.
You were gonna say at a much younger age, or at a much like faster pace, maybe.
Maybe he lost it within a few months. So, my point is, some of the disabilities that can come out with it is some people can also grow deaf or go deaf later stage in life. Lots of people struggle with balance issues with this eye condition. Lots of people struggle with just learning disabilities. My brother being this case of this, and me being the opposite side of the coin, where I do have the eye condition, but I don't have any learning disabilities. Yeah, so now we move on to Emma's eye condition, which is microphthalmia.
Yeah, so essentially it's when the eye doesn't develop and it is too small for, like, it's smaller than the human eye needs to be, and obviously that causes the person
Some
to be
people can be blind. Well, for most cases they're blind. In some cases they're born without eyes.
Or because it's just like too small. So I feel like, just a little bit of a backstory, I recently that the researched, because I don't think I've ever like researched it too heavily. I kind of was told the basics of it when I was younger, and for whatever reason I just never looked into it.
To research it. Honestly, I only researched my eye condition when I was in college, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and so I kind of was just like, but he had asked me like what I had, and so then he wanted to look into it, so I was like, yeah, sure. And so a lot of the information is I've learned recently also, and so it's kind of interesting, so hopefully I remember all of it. But pretty much I believe that mine occurs mostly in females.
That's my understanding of it too.
And there's a whole list of things that physically and mentally and emotionally that can go along with it, and a person who has microphthalmia is more likely to at least have some of these conditions. Some of them have to do with like the structure of your face, because obviously the eye isn't developed properly, and
your face is generally going to be a lot smaller.
Your face is smaller, and you have your face, like, as you grow, your face might not structurally grow in the way that it should.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else, like, physically? I'm trying to remember. I think
physically, I can't remember. It was all facially structured.
Yeah, it was all like facial structured and everything. I'm like, a lot of things are just smaller, to my understanding.
People that are born without eyes eventually just get like prosthetics
eyes. Yeah. So in my case, my eye is a third the size of the regular human eye. And so I do have eyes, but they would never work. And yeah, so there's that. And then obviously, and so mentally there's a lot of different things that can go along with it, like autism and
ADD, ADHD.
Like a bunch of different learning disabilities. And so they obviously, when you're,
the advisable thing is to be tested
for all of those
at a later stage of life,
like
when you're in school or something of that
yeah
nature.
So like when you get like the checkups as a baby, obviously, but you have to get tested. Oh my gosh, there's a bug, sorry. It flew past my ear. I don't like that. But obviously
the bug fears everybody.
Yeah, I just but they, the doctors will say like, okay, because you're most likely to have something, it's better to, you have to make sure to get tested constantly and to check that everything is okay, especially because like
the eye condition also requires, at least for both cases, that you check your eyes quite often because we do not use them.
Yes.
So the muscle does not develop, and in place of that, we do run a risk of developing like a tumor or other eye conditions attached to that could cause a lot of harm to the head in general, like the brain and stuff like that.
Everything. Yeah, so it's better to get checked regularly. And I know with microphthalmia, it turns out you have to actually get tested for in terms of like, also for the different mental, like in the learning disabilities and everything, just to make sure, because they say you're likely to have one of them, at least. And I was born blind, so that generally
makes it a
comes
fun little
with
adventure.
Yeah, it comes with stuff. But that is pretty much what I've learned recently.
And well, that's kind of a wrap for us, guys. Everybody, have a great evening, day, whatever, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Everybody, stay positive, enjoy life. We only have one, and well, let's keep going. Everybody, have a good day.